I don't know who needs to hear this, but they're having to regroup right now. Like they're literally having to gather their thoughts, gather themselves emotionally, ground themselves. Maybe they're walking outside, hugging trees, hell, connected to nature a little bit more because they really need to regroup their shit right now. Because everything that these people thought was going to work in their favor backfired 100%. Okay? You are an example of what favor looks like. You are an example of how favored is carried in the flesh because God allows it, you know. Mind you, God loves us all. We're all his children. We're all equal. There's no one better than nobody. But favor ain't fair, baby, and it ain't never been. And because favor ain't fair, they came up against a favored one. And now they're in instant regret. Now they need to regroup themselves. Now they need to gather themselves because, baby, people are staying up late at night. People are not able to go to sleep when they're supposed to. You feel me? Like restless nights, okay? Tossing and turning type energy. Because they genuinely don't know where to go from the standpoint that they're at right now. You know what I mean? You know when some people do stuff that's so over the top, like there's no way they can even fix it or come back and like make it better because it's just like end all be all, like you did too much, you did over the top, like this is not even a fixable situation. Like now you're just gonna have to reap the consequences here or there, you know, when it comes about because baby, you did too much, like you did entirely too much in the season. Because they did too much, they can't come back from it, and now they're going against their own minds and their own gut because they no longer trust themselves. You get what I'm saying? Like sometimes some people will do too much and put themselves in a situation where they have nobody to run to anymore. They have no more lies to tell. Shit, they forgot the ones they already done told. They start to battle with themselves internally because they're like, holy shit, like now that they don't trust themselves, and nor do they trust anybody else because hell, they are a pure reflection of what disloyalty is. They are a pure reflection of what somebody you can't trust is, and they know this internally. Like I'm the definition of like disloyal. Like I can't trust myself, so I can't trust others because you know it just same thing as like if you can't love yourself, then you can't love others properly because you don't know what it truly is, you know, and you don't truly know how to pamper that. Well, this is the same scenario. If they can't trust themselves, they'll never be able to trust anybody else, and they've dug themselves a hole they cannot get out of, baby. This time in this season, nobody's roping them up. No one's coming to their saving. Because they have reaped what they have sown, you know what I mean? But I mean, this just goes to show you that some people don't know how to take what they dish out on a daily until it's like really handed to them in like hell in a handbasket, you know what I mean? Like first experience type shit. That I always tell people, sometimes people really don't understand and comprehend something until they go through it themselves and then experience it themselves, and now they're like, whoa, now I get it. It's like one of those, it has to be a learning experience physically type thing, you know? But again, this just goes to show you that people will mess with their own minds internally, trying to fuck with somebody who's chosen, trying to fuck with somebody who's abundant spiritually, trying to mess with someone who is favored, trying to put a hole in someone else's ship. You always find out there's a leak in yours. In this season, they're having to regroup themselves and get it together because making mistakes when retracing their steps, they don't remember the lies they told, and now they're getting caught up. It's a trip me out season. Trip me out, trip me out.